Most men have no clue how powerful their words are. They think attraction is all about looks, money, or status. But the truth is, the way you make her feel is what really sets you apart in one of most underrated weapons. Think about if they have you ever seen a woman's entire energy shift just because of something unsaid. One sentence delivered the right way can change the way she sees you forever. Today, I'm breaking down powerful compliments that go by in surface level flattery. These aren't weak tree hard lines that make you look desperate. These are deep psychological comply. That agur, something primal in her mind making her feel truly seen, respected, and drawn to you. And here's the brutal truth. If you're other throwing weak generic compliments, you're just another forgettable guy in her demise. But if you understand the stoic approach to influence and attraction, the bore off self-control, calculated words, and the way you carry yourself, you'll know that true power lies in how you shape her perception of you. So, if you're ready to elevate your game, stand out from a very other guy, and leave blasting pimpishin. Keep watching before we dive. Take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle your relationships using the power of stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Compliment number 1, that fragrance or wearing is addictive. It smells amazing. All right, let's start with something powerful fragrance. Most of this you understand the deeper psychology behind attraction. You'll realize that woman's scent is so of the most powerful triggers for memory and desire about it. How many times has a certain smell instantly taken you back to a specific mint, like a place or even a person? It's because essence is directly linked. Tuth compliant. Number 1, brains like a stum part responsible for emotions and memorialist. When you compliment a woman's fragrance, you're not just saying chess. Good compliment. Number own. You're telling her that her scent lingers in your mind, even after she's gone in thoughts and intoxicating for any woman. But here's the brutal truth. Moses don't pay attention to details. They throw out the compliments, like you lioness. Or that dress is pretty, but a man will notice this. How she smells, the energy her scent carries, and how it affects him. It's a man who stands out. Now this I swear stoicism comes into play. A stoic man understands that words of wave doesn't just blurt things out for validation. Every word he speaks is deliberate, intentional, and impact. Flew. So, when you say that fragrance you're wearing is addictive, say it like you mean it and overdo it. Confidence is quiet, desperation is loud. Deliver it with that steady, grounded energy like men. Wayne's value, and when you do, her entire body language shifts. She'll remember that compliment. Not just in themament, but every time she wears thought perfume again. That's the power. Off psychological attraction, compliment number to your smile, could brighten you pin entire room. Let's break this down. One's powerful and most guys miss it. A smile isn't just a simple facial expression, passion, it's a vibe frequency. It's an energy that can shift the entire atmosphere. When you tell a woman that her smile could light up a room, not just commenting on how pretty her teeth are or know you're recognizing her energy, that magnetic aura she brings into every space she enters. Think of Buchov. Been in rooms where someone's smile just makes everything feel a little brighter. Where the energy shifts in, suddenly everyone feels more idiocy. A smile like that isn't just about bod, it's power. That woman who can make a room feel lighter with just a compliment number to curve of her lips, jewels influence, and when you pull it out, chair showing you understand that power. You are telling Harry, you see your ability to change an environment with just your present but compliment. Number 2. Here's the harsh reality. Most guys don't notice this. They get stuck in shallow complimentable looks, but they miss deeper layer. A woman's smile is just her appearance. It's a reflection of her inner world, her openness, and her ability to transmit positivity in a world that can be dark and unforgiving. So, when you drop this compliment, you're in just flattering her. You're reagging. You're recognizing the impact she has on full around her. And that's a compliment that goes deep. Now let's see. This is back to stoicism. Stoic man is a melon who is aware of the energy he brings to the table. Doesn't seek validation. But when he notices something worth appreciating, an another person heckles it out straightforward without hesitation. The same principle, curious stoic man isn't just seeing a smile. He's seeing the effect of that smile few way. It can disrupt negativity and bring light into throw. And let's be honestly, this compliment sticks. It's real, raw, and it's powerful. Compliment number 3, I love how real you are. Don't try to fit in here, just see what's be brutal honest for a second in. A world full of off masks where social media pushes every aunt, where a filter where fake personalities are the norm, and where conformity is rewarded authentic. It is becoming a rare and almost revolutionary. Being real isn't just attractivities. A power move when yodel, a woman I love. How real you are, you're not just throwing out a general compliment. Her reacting something that most people are too afraid to show through the garage to be unapologetic churf. Nowhere is the reality check. Women heart compliments about their looks off. 5. You're beautiful. Amazing. Compliment number 3. You're stunning. That what happens when a man tells her something deeper happens. Compliment number 3. You notice. Thick or off is not just the surface. That's when you strike it. A connection thought goes beyond the shallow surface level. Praise you're telling her. I see ante, the version you think you have to before the world. But the raw, unfiltered authenticity you that hits differently bay's authenticity cuts through the noise. It shows that you're not just looking at her through the lens of attraction, but through the lens after now respect. Women are used to buying valued for their looks. But when you appreciate who they are beneath all the layers, that's where the magic happens. That's when you start building a connection based on respect for her true self. Not some manufactured version offer. And let's not sugarcoat it. Real intimidating, easy to conform, easy to want to hide behind the mask of what others expect.
Ow.
But the moment someone dares to show up as their real bra self's power, that's what makes someone naturalist and out.
Ow.
So when you tell her you love how real she is, you're not just complimenting her personality. You're acknowledging the strength that takes to authentic in a world that demands conformity in the realm of status quo, tied to the idea of living in alignment with one's true nature. Stoic man doesn't bend or bread to fit societal expectations. He is who is no pretensions. No, compromises no pretending and theism principle you please when you compliment her for being real. You're resting that you admire that strength you're recognizing. That authenticity is to flaw, it's a strength that Marcus's strength. Makes us stand out in a world full of pretenders and harsher as the brutal truth. Most people will never be as real as she is. That's why this compliment hits so hard, it's real and ultimately it shows the aor in it. It's interested in the fake versions of people you want the real deal. Compliment number 4. Love the way you see the world. It's so uniquent, it really maximum flets. Face it, the world is full compliment. Number 4 of clones bop complaint. Number 4 living on a top pairing the samatire opinions hand following the same predictable routines. But then there are Arathos who stand out, those who see the world differently, who don't just float along with the current, but instead calling that status quo and redefine how they interact with everything around them. And when you notice that when you acknowledge that level of depth, you're tapping into something powerful to Ling, a woman. I love the way you see through old as more than just a compliment. It's a recognition of her mind, her ability. Tough critically. See nuance and question the obvious. You're telling her thought. Her thoughts matter to you in a world where most guys are obsessed with what's on surface, what she looks like, how shed dresses, or if she fits the perfect mold hour, cutting through all thought, superficial noise, and appreciating her intellect. That's a rare move. Here's the reality, though. Most POP are trapped in their own bubbles, surround them with the same kind of thinking, theism kind of people, easier that way. But when you come across someone who doesn't think like he and else, who sees things from a different angle, that's when things get interesting. You can't help but be drawn to that mindset, that refreaking the world. And if you're smart, recognize that value. You admire it. When you tell her you love the way chassis world, you're showing her that her perspective has weight. You're telling her That her ideas don't just echo and anthe make an impact. But think of Boothus for a second. Compliments airship, especially when they focus on surface-level stuff. You're so beautiful. You look amazing, love your hair, and I can throw this out. But when you say, I love the way you see the world, you're diving deeper, you're acknowledging Herman. You're interested in how she analyzes life, she interprets bearings, how she makes sense of the cows that's rare and its exact L. What sets you apart from the pro? It's a sign that you're not just a man who gets distracted by physical beauty, but a man compliant. Number 5. Who value? Substance. Compliment. Number 5. Who's beyond the surface? And what's burial here? Most men don't care about Herman. They're too busy chasing after this next shiny object. But the moment you show interest in her thoughts, the way she processes the world, that's when you start building it. True connection. You're in it. Just some guy trying to tog it in her pants? You're a man horsepecks. What makes her different? What makes stand out from all the other women? Well, simply follow that this is where stoicis comes into play. The stoic monk knows. Through of wisdom, of seeing the world clearly, of questioning what's in front of him, and seeking deeper understanding, the stoic doesn't follow the crowd. Hex his own path, sees life through his own lens, and appreciates thuniqua perspectives of others. So when you give her this compliment, you're recitly tapping into that same philosopher, recognizing the power of independent, and honoring her for having thicker rush to embrace. Her unicu isn't just a compliment about how she sees the world. It's a compliment about her vision, her ability to look beyond the obvious, to find the deeper meaning Anto, make you think twice about how you view things, and trust meth. What separates the real men from boys? The ones who appreciate truth from Thasuhu are just playing shallow game. Alright, real quick, I want to hear from you. Commit below and tell me which app these compliance would you actually use in a conversation, or better yet, type ethis in comments. Birds of power and ick know how to use them. It helps lock in what you've learned in Boots engagement. Let's see who's really paying attention. Compliment number. I love your energy, contagious and makes me want to be the best version of myself. Let's face it, energy is everything you've probably encountered. Those people who drain you, those who suck the life out of thievery, but then there are others who light it up. It's the kind of people whose energy doesn't just fill the space, commands it. When you tell her I love air energy, it's not just a throwaway compliment. You're recognizing that Forish brings away her compliment number 6, presents compliment number 6. All outfits everyone around her like a spark thought, ignites something in you pushing you to do better. To level up Tobcum, more energy isn't just about being fun. It's about being presented. That makes others want Tooth's best version of themselves. And when you tell her that her energy is contagious, you're letting her know Thatches, the kind of person who inspires growth and action. Here's the brutal truth. Life doesn't wait. You want to succeed, you need to surround yourself with people who force you to rise. People like her with that kind of infectious energy are the ones who push you to excel. She doesn't just exist in-world. She makes it better by simply being herself. From a Stoke perspective, this is powerful. Stokes believed in self-mastery. Not just controlling what we can, but surrounding Gorsels with those hocal in just to become the best version of ourselves. Impact she has. She hasn't your growth isn't just about making her feel good. This is about recognizing true power. Her energy isn't just it. It's a call to action, because the kind of presence that forces you to stop settling and start living your potential. And in a world where most men are stuck in mediocrity, that's the kind-off woman you need by your side. Compliment. Number 6. You're honest Leon of the most helpful people I've ever met care about others. And it shows. Let's get real in a world off self-centered games and fake personas, and thoughtfulness is a rare commodity. Everyone's out for phyllis looking for what they can get. But those wokeshly care who put others first stand out. When you tell her she's one of most helpful people you've ever met, you're not just paying lip service. Siora recognizing depth. It's not just grand, it's the little things, remembering. Small details from past conversations, checking in on someone is struggling, going out of her way to make people feel valued. The action share are the mark of it. Compliment number 77. Woman who ain't just about getting attention. Beaut about giving something, and when you notice that, it means you see her for what she really is. Here's the thing. Most people in today's world are selfish. Followers and quick gains. Followers and quick gains, but thoughtful people, they're different. They had value. Not just take when you click A. You're not online acknowledging her actions. You're respecting her character, something deeper than surface-level compliments in threadpill world. We know that actions speak louder than words. It's about recognizing what's real, not what's flashier. Thoughtfulness is a reflection of her integrity, and that's something that stands the test of time. This is kind of woman who doesn't just play the game for herself. She seems someone who genuinely adds value from a stoic perspective. We admire virtues. Toysismit teaches us to recognize what truly matters, living a life of finality and caring for others. So when you acknowledge her thoughtfulness here, just recognizing a trait or honoring, this is a woman who embodies value in thoughts, something worth appreciating. Compliment number success. I love how driven you are. Your sense of purpose is seriously inspiring. But face it, ambition isn't just about chasing money or status. It's about the fire in your gut that pushes you to keep grinding and keep moving forward no matter how hard life gets in today's world of instant gratification. The ones who stay focused on their mission, who wake up every day with a sense of purpose, stand out when you tell a woman, I love how driven you are. Your acknowledgement deeper than just her hustly, recognizing her passion, her grit, and her refusal to settle for a mediocrity, a society where so many people just float through life, waiting for things to happen. She's out there making things happen, and that's rare. You're telling her that you see the effort, the late nights, the sacrifices, the non-stop grind. You're saying you're pushing yourself to reach your potential, to build something real. That's not just a compliment. Compliment number 8. 8 is noticed and admired in a world full of superficial interiors that it's hard. We live in a world where so many are content with just getting by, stuck in a comfort zone, afraid to break out. It's a woman who driven is afraid to face her vision. She's other with purpose, breaking barriers and making things happen. And when you cough it out, you're telling her that she's different. You're telling her she's not just some passing distraction. She's a force to be reckoned with in the red pill space. Understand that drive is men and women. Need that Faretto. Thrive without it. You're just in face in the crowd. But when someone has that purpose, that's it. Person who has true value in his IC, you recognize that true virtue and commitment tunes mission in a relentless suit of excellence accomplished. Her drive isn't just flattering, it's acknowledging her strength. It's honoring the fact thatches. Living intentionally, building, temping real in a world off distractions. Compliment number. An incredible way of making people feel comfortable and truly value edits. About emotional intelligence is rare, or emotional ability to make others feel like they truly matter in a world full of people constantly trying to prove their worth or at themselves seem more important than they are. Someone who has this gift stands out, seen it as that person, hooks into a room and instantly changes energy. They don't need to scythe here presence alone. Makes people feel at ease, like they've been accepted for well they truly are. No facades required when you tell it, woman. You have this incredible way of making people feel comfortable and true lure, pointing out something that most people overlook. It's not just about being pretty or having a nice smile. This is steeper. This is about theme packs she has in others. It's about how she lifts people up. How she creates a space where others can breathe and be real without fear of judgment. This get real for is how conclusion people do now who make others feel seen. Most people are conclusion. To wrap it up in themselves, their security is their need. For validation that they can't help others feel good about themselves. But Somion, who emotionally, intelligently instantized how navigate human emotions, Shoto read a room and adjust her energy accordingly. Here's where the brutal truth hits in today's world. Being a blood connect on a deeper level is a superpower. And when you point that out, a woman, you're not just complimenting her looks, you're recognizing her value, Ina. a world that often values the superficial over the profound. And let's be honest, too, doesn't want to feel seen and what doesn't crave that feeling of bind. Truly understood from a Stoker perspective, this compliment also touches in the virtue of empathy. The Stokes believed in the importance of understanding others, recognizing their humanity, fostering meaningful relations based on mutual respect. To make others feel truly valued requires wisdom and self-awareness. And that's what you're acknowledging when you offer this complete. You're not just recognizing her ability to connection. You're recognizing the strength that to be vulnerable, open, and authentic in a world that demands you. By your true self, and let's be real, in the world off masculinity and red pill thinking, being real. Zon, the most powerful things you can be bathed for yourself and for those around you, and there you have 8 powerful complaints that go. By on surface level flattery aren't just random words though impress.